Megan, you can begin.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Angie. My name is Megan Jablanowski, and I am, like Angie mentioned, a counseling services intern here at Owens, and I will be going through Keep Calm and Job Search On, how to combat stress when looking for a new job with you guys today. All right. So just something to reflect on, or feel free to type your answers in the chat, but let's start out with just a basic definition. What is stress? I'll give you guys some time to type. Yes, definitely. Feeling overwhelmed, for sure. I love this depiction. The picture on the left-hand or right-hand side, excuse me, shows like that low battery sign. And I think that's such a great way to look at stress. Kara says, worried about circumstances. Absolutely. Worrying and stress kind of go hand in hand. When we're feeling overwhelmed, often we're worrying about, oh, what's going to happen because of this? Or, what am I not thinking about? So some great answers. And then what can cause stress? There's a lot of different factors that can impact our stress levels or cause us to feel stress. Some negative stressors include internal stress, such as worrying or, emotional stress, environmental stressors, such as noise, crowds, or overwhelming situations, fatigue and overload, and that's stress that is built up over time. Survival stress is when we feel like we're in danger or a dangerous situation. And chronic stress, which is much like fatigue and overload, but this is extended over a prolonged period of time. So rather than, maybe a couple of weeks, this is more like years of experiencing stress. And how can stress affect you? It can look like mental breakdowns, lots of fatigue or feeling tired. It can result in physical illness, like digestive problems such as upset stomachs, heartburn, constipation, diarrhea, or ulcers. And in turn, it can look like sickness as well. So sometimes when people are really stressed, they can develop cold, flu, respiratory illnesses, or sinus infections, because our immune system definitely takes a hit when we're feeling stressed, and our immune resistance kind of lowers as a result. It can also result in making mistakes just because our brain is so focused on, trying to figure out all the things that we need to take care of. It's hard to pay attention to what's in front of us and really get our activities and responsibilities done in the manner that they need to be done. It's important to understand that there's different types of stress, because stress isn't always a bad thing. There's eustress, which is good stress, and it's the kind of stress that's necessary. It helps us to stay motivated and work towards our goals. So this can look like if we have a paper at the end of the week. We might be stressed about it, but that stress is going to make sure that we work on that paper and we get it turned in before 11:59 p.m. on the due date. And then there's distress, and this is the bad kind of stress. This is the kind of stress that can cause things to build up over time, and that can result in fatigue and sickness, on top of all of the negative feelings that, this bad stress brings about. So what are some of your biggest stressors? These can be bad or good. I know for me, schoolwork is always one of my biggest stressors, just trying to get things done on time. Paying bills, absolutely. That's definitely stressful. Things going wrong, absolutely. When things don't go as we expect them to, that can definitely bring about stress in our life. So stress has psychological effects as well. It can cause us to, experience moodiness, maybe hostility, anger, and irritability. Can also look like depression or sadness, as well as anxiety or low self-esteem and low self-confidence. I know for me, when I'm feeling really stressed, it's really easy for me to snap at people close to me if I'm trying to work with a deadline and trying to get things done. And then there's physical effects of stress because stress absolutely affects our body as well. This can look like severe headaches or migraines, changes in our sleep patterns, increased heart rate and blood pressure, and in really extreme cases, it can cause heart attacks or strokes. This is a really great diagram about the different areas of the body that stress kind of attacks or locks onto. And it's a great kind of tool for us to look at to kind of recognize, okay, how am I feeling when I'm stressed? Not just emotionally, but physically. What are some signs that, I'm stressed out and maybe need to take a break for some self-care or address the issues at hand? So job searches can absolutely be stressful. But, what can we do to combat that stress and have a productive, fulfilling experience? That's what we're going to go over this afternoon. So step one in kind of combating that stress that comes with job searching is just to sit down and make a plan. Time management is going to be your best friend in all stages of your academic career and personally and occupationally. So having a concrete plan in front of you can really help mitigate stress. Why is that? Well, it can break down the big task of job searching into smaller tasks to focus on one at a time. It can be overwhelming when you sit down to start a job search but are unsure of what you need or where to start. This can cause us to become stressed, engage in negative self-talk, or put off job searching altogether. What are some ways that you engage in time management? I know for myself, my phone is my best friend in terms of scheduling things and keeping myself on schedule. Making a list, absolutely. This is a great way to manage our time and make sure we check off what we need to do off of our to-do list. Setting small goals that will help me stay on track until I accomplish the big goal. Absolutely. That's a great way to reach our end goal and, again, engage in time management of our day. And prioritizing our duties for that day. Absolutely, Kara. Making sure you're getting done, what is of most importance? What do I need to check off first? The other things, the smaller things, can wait. We've already kind of gone over this, but definitely breaking down the task at hand. So your main goal is getting a job in your field. So you might want to ask yourself, what do I need in order to start applying to jobs? And this is where making a list can come in handy. The first thing you might want on that list is an up-to-date resume. Some applications also ask for a cover letter in addition to your resume. Having one made up beforehand can save you lots of time and definitely save you lots of stress. 2, a professional email address that you will have access to following graduation. While your school email address is great, and definitely wonderful to use for the time being. We want to make sure that you have an email that is not only professional, but also that you can access after graduation. So if you are sent a letter from a recruiter or talking with someone over email, you want to make sure that you can obviously get back to them and read those emails. 3, it's a good idea to have some references on hand. Ask professors, current employers, etc., if they would be willing to be a reference during your job search. And 4, create a LinkedIn profile. Having an online presence and connecting with peers and other professionals is a great way to network and find different career opportunities in your field. This is especially helpful in these times when everything has gone, very virtual and our in-person experiences and opportunities are somewhat limited. So this can be a great tool, especially right now. And 5, contact career and transfer services here at Owens. They can help you create or review your resume, your cover letter, as well as other helpful services to aid in your job search, which we'll go over later. So step 2, scheduling, which we've touched on a little bit. This is where time management really comes in hand. Utilizing a planner or the calendar in your phone are great ways to manage your time. Prioritizing, again, your day and what you need to get done, making sure, everything that's on your list has a place in your day is important. You can set up reminders throughout the day if you need an extra nudge. This can be alerts on your phone or even physical reminders like sticky notes on your bathroom mirror. One important point is to make sure your schedule is practical and within your means. Scheduling a long list of things to accomplish may sound great in theory, but this can lead to burnout. Make sure when you're making your schedule and setting your goals for the week, they make sense and are achievable for you and what you can handle. Everyone is different. And step 3, balance and making time for self-care. This is where having that schedule comes in handy. Make sure you're scheduling out time for your own self-care. And self-care looks different for everybody, but it can include activities such as taking a walk, exercise. Yoga with Adrienne and Blogilates are free resources on YouTube, both which I highly recommend. Meditation, listening to music, engaging in a hobby that you love. These are all really great ways to take care of yourself. What are some things that you do for self-care? I know for myself, I love going to our local metro parks and taking a walk. Taking a walk, yep, absolutely. Listening to music. Talking on the phone with a friend, that's a great one. Relax while listening to music, absolutely. Yeah, engaging with those around us, whether it be over the phone, FaceTime, whatever works best for you, that can be a great way to engage in self-care. So coping skills. In order to combat stress and burnout, we need to know what our coping skills are. Coping skills are activities or techniques that we turn to in time of stress in order to decompress and recenter ourselves. And it's important to know that there are good and bad types of coping skills. What kinds of coping skills do you use to decompress and de-stress? This might look a lot like your self-care activities that you just mentioned. Deep breathing, that's a great one. Yoga, that's another great one. And exercise, absolutely. I love using the app Calm. That has a lot of free resources for meditation and mindfulness minutes. And that's one way that I'll kind of decompress and de-stress. But healthy coping skills, talk to someone. Progressive muscle relaxation can be really helpful. Yoga and meditation. Time management is absolutely a healthy coping skill. Engaging in good sleep and rest and having a bedtime routine. Exercise, maybe journaling or writing. And engaging in that positive self-talk, being kind to ourselves. Unhealthy coping skills might look a little like stress eating, oversleeping, nicotine, alcohol, angry outbursts, and procrastinating. So I want to be mindful of your time, but if you're interested in trying meditation or you already know that you enjoy it, I highly recommend looking up 5-Minute Meditation by Goodful on YouTube. It's just 5 minutes of relaxing music and a relaxing voice that walks you through the meditation. And it's a wonderful way to just take 5 minutes for yourself to decompress and de-stress during the day. So career and transfer services. You can now easily schedule your appointment online by visiting their website at www.owens.edu/career. They're located in College Hall, room 130, or number 5 on your map. You can email them at careerservices@owens.edu or get a hold of them by phone at 567-661-2387. And they offer a lot of wonderful services, such as exploring your career path or major, resume building or reviewing your resume, helping you make cover letters, networking opportunities, helping you in your job search, teaching interview skills or engaging in mock interviews to practice those skills, job offer and negotiation skills, as well as experiential learning opportunities such as internships, co-ops, and service learning, and of course, student employment and federal work-study opportunities. And counseling services. So about us, counseling services offers consultation, mental health assessment, counseling, crisis support, education, prevention, outreach, and linkage to community resources at no additional charge to Owens Community College students. We also provide assistance to students who are experiencing personal, educational, interpersonal, relationship, family, social, or psychological difficulties. We are currently offering and encouraging virtual sessions through Zoom, but we are located in Veterans Hall, room 104, and you can contact us at our phone number at 567-661-7168 or at our email, which is counselingservices@owens.edu. Our business hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can also visit our website at www.owens.edu/counseling services. Finally, I just want to thank you all for coming and engaging with me this afternoon. It was a joy to put on this presentation for you, so thank you.